on target. Break.
Any questions about how we did the RPG here?
The first 4 days of this exercise Tiger Lightning-21 was dedicated for the military decision-making process, and which is a scientific process. And actually, we do follow the same process. But while discussing and participating in the exercise, we found that some of the steps may be a bit different. But that difference actually gave us more opportunity to derive more from this decision-making process.
It was actually a wonderful experience for all of us. The U.S. military is one of the finest and most professional armies in the world, and we are extremely lucky to collaborate and cooperate, and we have come here for the exercise that is mostly focusing on the military decision-making process. From here we have learned something different, so we can find out a way to make our military decision-making better. This is the biggest takeaway from my experience of this last 1 week.
Well, one of the key things that I learned personally, they are experts when it comes to humanitarian aid, disaster relief, and that specific problem set, whereas we always rehearse and practice the offense and defensive situations. We had a lot of periods where we would work together side by side to conduct our practical exercise, to build things in our MDMP that they also use themselves. And while we would have some differences that were very minute, they had great understanding of everything that we covered as we went through and had lots of input. So I learned a lot about how I can use my skills to affect that mission.
I was really amazed to see how the NCOs in the U.S. Army, they are also integrated to this process. It was really mesmerizing and a very unique experience for me. I hope going back to my country, I'll think on this issue and how we can also improve our NCOs capacities.
I will tell you, it is not over. We're starting things out.
I was close.
Obviously, we came in thinking that we knew certain things specific to our craft. We underestimated how much we'd learn from our foreign partners.
It was wonderful to find that the NCOs are, along with the officers, they are participating in exercise on military decision-making basis. This is a very good thing, and I would really like to take this lesson back home to Bangladesh, and so that our NCOs also can come to this standard.
They already have a high level of knowledge and understanding of mission planning, specifically the military decision-making process. While our ways seem to work for us, there are ways that we can combine other tactics, techniques, and procedures to make our ways more effective and more efficient.
During the process of the week, we went through the classes on our decision-making process. We set a pretty tight schedule as we were with the U.S. Army, and really they had their own take on it, and we learned a lot from that just because it prepares us to deal with similar situations where we need to be really flexible as we go forward. So throughout the lectures, they actually had a lot of great input that helped us see more, understand more of how we do things as well as how they can tie into what we do.
Scraped away from around the surroundings, right? Yeah.
The Tiger Lightning-21 was a wonderful experience for our whole team. And I think we can talk about more approaches we can share and knowledge of each army, how we can do better.
I would like to render my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to the U.S. Army to give us this opportunity coming to this JBLM, and I hope we will collaborate in the future days, and it will actually help us to build a peaceful and better world, I think.